The rapper Sexyy Red got kicked out of a high school speaking gig because she showed up smelling like weed. I am not even joking. And this is the video that she put on social media about this. I'm gonna play this and react to you. Like, this is what quote unquote Big Sexy had to say.
Nobody called the police. So look, so this school put me, I came up here, got you, try to talk to the kids, get in the way of that, they gonna put me on me. Tell me I smell like weed, watch this. Who gonna try to get mad? Fuck that old man. Bitch, you're nobody. Bitch, like I'm finna sit with y'all. They ain't come to see you, Otis. Otis? Bitch. You heard who they screaming for? Hiya. Bro, me poke my head up. They put us out. I ain't gonna hop down on that. Oh, smack that ball.
I have so many questions. I have so many questions, Problematics. The first question is, who invited Sexyy Red to speak at a high school, and what in fact did they think that any of those kids were going to get out of this? I know that she got a check out of it. And so if you're just like yet another one of these degenerate rappers, obviously you're going to do whatever for money. Like, she doesn't care. But you got these kids in this high school, and these are primarily black. No, not primarily black kids. Those are all black kids. This is an all black high school. And the administrators thought that it was a good idea to get Sexyy Red to come to speak to them. Tell me, on what on earth did this woman have to offer a kid in high school? So what is she going to do? Is she going to inspire them to rap about their vaginas and their booty holes and to get famous and to basically do all that? Like, is that what she's going to inspire these kids to do? Because that's all. And look, the culture at this point, like that sort of hood rat, ghetto, ratchet, like black culture, like that part of the entertainment industry, that part of the music industry has gotten so degenerate. Like, it has gotten so ratchet. And what a lot of people don't understand is because, like, yeah, I'm a millennial. I've been, you know, I listen to the culture. Like, I've been listening to rap and R&B and hip hop and all of that stuff for decades at this point. What we're seeing right now is a level of just ratchetness in the culture that I have never seen before. I was watching this documentary on Hulu about Freaknik. So Freaknik was the sort of, you know, black people got together and had a street party in Atlanta in the 90s. It became this huge thing. And there's a lot of footage that they used from, you know, VHS recorders and stuff like that of just how people used to look back in the day, black people. Like how we used to look back in the day, how we used to carry ourselves, even when they were having fun, even when they were twerking, even when they were doing all that. I would look at the women, you know, they were wearing Daisy Dukes, you know, short tops, whatever. Nowadays, it's like they're basically naked, right? And so number one, the kids are going to get this from wherever, right? The kids are going to get it from social media. They're going to get it from YouTube. They're going to get it from wherever. And that's a parenting issue. That's not anything that these school administrators can handle or can control. But what they can control is bringing that stuff in and putting it right in front of the students as if there are no other options. Are there no black women that are that are lawyers or doctors or business owners, entrepreneurs? There was no other black woman that is locally in that area that could have come to speak to high school students about something real. People that came from within their community that can talk to them about something real. They just want to get some degenerate rapper to come in and teach them how to do what? How to sell themselves via social media, right? And that's an issue with the culture. And the reason that I bring this up and the reason that I go so hard on this is because that's what they bring into the real world. That's what they bring into the workplace. And I've said this before, when my white friends, white Americans, love y'all, had no issues with white Americans. When white people engage in the degenerate sort of hood rat, ghetto ratchet culture, you know, they put it on and take it off like a costume, right? When black people do that, you can't put that on and take that off in like a costume the way that white people can. And so that's why I have the issue with this stuff being pushed on these kids. Like I had to tell you, I want to have kids someday too. And I think that I would probably tell them the same things that I'm saying right now. I was like, look, you know what's real and you know what's fake. That's entertainment. You want to go out and listen to that music and be with your friends. Like, I get it. I understand it. But what you have to understand is that that's a costume and that's a show. And in order to get out here and survive in the real world, you have to play by the real world's rules. And that's what I don't like about this, because they are presenting this woman as an example of success, and she is not an example of success. She's an example of the entertainment and music industry that gets more degenerate every single year, right? And furthermore, and the last point that I will make on this is that you never see white women in the entertainment industry being pushed and promoted in this way. It is always black women, and it's always these black female rappers. And I can name 5 of them off the top of my hand that are presented as, you know, ghetto, hood rat, degenerate, shaking your butt, you know, selling your body, selling whatever, doing all of this other stuff. The closest I can even think of any white girl that's been pushed out there and presented like that is like Bangers era Miley Cyrus. And even 3 years after that, Miley Cyrus was running around fields with long blonde hair, like on horses and stuff. All right. So she put that on and took it off as well. And I know what life is like in one of these ghetto public schools, because I went to one. I went to a public school that was 99% black when I was in high school, 99% black, rated F by my home state's Board of Education, in which I learned very little to nothing. I know that there were a lot of people that were graduating that could barely spell. You know, I went to community college before I went and did undergrad, and then eventually got my master's, you know, to sort of fill in some of those gaps. But if you've got a public education system that is supposed to be out here educating black kids, that is supposed to be out here empowering them and doing all this stuff for them, what is bringing a degenerate rapper doing for them? What is that doing to upgrade and elevate them? Absolutely nothing.